doing again mapping culture in the stand of the world 2024, supported by Czech Fashion Council. Today starting with the Agro Drift. Agro Drift is a multi-spectacular fuck-up movie 2024 directed by Harmonic Corinne, all over visual concept and overall concept by Travis Scott. This fuck-up movie is hugely visually hallucinated. It's a combination of AI, then thermal cameras, infrared cameras, and so on. This is more like a visual trip than a classic movie, but it is some kind of special normal narrative about one assassin who is supposed to assassinate the billionaire and classic plot, but it's more like the journey through the current technological movie monsters, and it's about our culture. I mean, guns, violence, drugs, girls, and so on, stated and situated into 2024 zeitgeist and culture. Highly recommended this trip because of the influencing who, I don't know, you know it, Travis Scott, you know the guy. This is the collages and the scenes, the sequences, the without stills from the movie. Then continuing with the Cactus Jack featuring Jordan Brand. It is, I think, also the creative visual direction by Travis Scott. You see the pretty distorted t-shirt with T sign sprayed, sort of like the anti-style sort of concept, with some bleached, well-worn, overworn graphics from in the road, and looks like track list from the concert, some penetrated with holes, some kind of Mad Max feeling, some kind of, you know, this Burning Man feelings and all. I mean, all the pretty, you know, the societies burn up, burn down. Then, Alessandro Palombo, Ex Post. This is a current trend in our political times, that it's like sort of anti-movement. It's not about regulate the policies in EU, but don't regulate, anti-regulate, in order to get more accelerationist kind of progress, like Singapore, like China, to be more, you know, concurrence, to be more rivalry on the international field. I mean, the EU, the European Union, especially pretty backward, pretty creep behind, beyond its possibilities, because they regulate and quite open policies and technological agendas and technological implements, I mean, sort of individual freedoms and so on, is much more wild and open in US or China or India, let's say, in sort of way. So European Union must be much more faster to get more juice on this road and on this rally. So we calling for accelerationism in European EU. We calling for more innovation, more faster pace, to be more, you know, efficient and more real player on the current playfield and game field, playgrounds. FK Twix to star opposite Nicolas Cage in horror film about Jesus' childhood. this pretty fucked up information totally demonstrated what is culture about in 2024. Horror movies coming up about Jesus' childhood, where FK Twix will be playing the Jesus mother, and the Jesus father, the carpenter, Joseph, will be Nicolas Cage. Pretty nice. So, it is titled Carpenter's Son, and I don't know when it will be released, maybe end of 25. But we will see. 25 will be pretty blue year, and I think it will be one of the most demanded movies in 2025 if we made it to 2025. To make it there, maybe, possibly happened, I don't know. Why is everyone so obsessed with puzzle games now? This is again one of the really strange, weird directions our culture is coming up. The young people on social media are obsessed with some kind of, I would say, analog stuff. It's like the current trend or fashion to wear again the earphones with a cable, and so more and more cameras, the old school analog cameras, not digital ones, but with film, many kind of, I know, old notebooks, old music players, Walkmans, and so on, the backwards culture. This is with a puzzle, simple game, which everyone is, the New York Times writing about this, and games like Connections and Strands, and games sort of like twisted and keep your brains wired and more stimulated, more activated, playing with the words and to make it more kind of, be more better with the words and so on. Then, OpenAI considers allowing AI-generated not safe for work content. Look at that! So, erotica, extreme gore, slurs, and unsolicited profanity. We heading towards the wild, wild, wild west in our culture. So, cheer up! We looking forward. And then, I don't know what's coming here. Aha! There is this nice thing about music videos in 2025. Sorry about it. And it will be you have some opportunity to see my desktop in more detailed way, what kind of text and links I usually put it here. So disruptions are as well as always part of the process. So anyway, my last slide is about music videos, which are pretty fashionable from 2000. I mean, notice the millennial stuff, but as well millennium stuff. 2000s music videos released in 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004, sort of music videos reminding also very sport aesthetic, and this kind of thing. This is the thing from the Australian Fashion Week, and it is brand called ENG, and you see this guy looks like from the Marilyn Manson video from 2001 or 2003. So the videos like, as well, Marilyn Manson, then movies like Silent Hill from 2001, movies like Soul from 2004. What there was so fashionable? I mean, music beats by Smashing Pumpkins, The Cure from this era, and again the colors, the styling, all this stuff. Pretty nostalgic and spectacular. And when we watch the fashion shows, we see a sort of many looks and makeups and nail designs and hairstyles from like reminding Resident Evil, like the first one, the best. So this is the culture we're living in right now. It's not about the classic goth anymore. It's not about the the classic emos or nerdy stuff anymore. It's about the juxtaposition, about the fuck up styles. It's about the really strange situation we have in visual culture, which looks pretty sick, but in the same way strangely gore, in the same way disruptively perverse, in the same way religious, in the same way modest, in the same way, it's weird, and we live in this. And at the end of the day, you are not procrastinating because you are lazy. You are procrastinating because you are anxious. This is the information. This is the truth. So don't worry, you are fighting. And enjoy your world.